Hello, and welcome to this October edition of MBC News. I'm Douglas Arthur Mensa.
And I'm Sven Scott. It's officially fall here in Comet Country. The leaves have turned, pumpkin spice is everywhere, and it's starting to get a little bit colder outside.
Well, you're right. The walk from Second Lot is definitely a lot chillier than it was last month.
Well, I love fall, but one summer tradition I'm going to miss are those fireworks.
Yes, it's so great to see the night sky light up with your friends.
Well, one MHS teacher has an even greater love of fireworks, so much so that she got her pyrotechnic license and sets them off herself.
Jackson Ebel caught up with Katie Hayward to see her passion for fireworks.
Let's check it out.
Reading, running, coaching a sport. These are all hobbies a teacher may take on in their free time after school. But one teacher at MHS has an extreme hobby like no other. Mason High School Choir Director Katie Hayward has her license in pyrotechnics, otherwise known as fireworks. Her interest in the hobby has led her to running shows like Red Rhythm and Boom and WEBN.
What sparked my interest to get my license in pyrotechnics was my husband. He was the one who started doing fireworks, and when we started dating, he offered to take me on a date to a fireworks site, and he said that if I was going to be on site that I had to have a license. So in order to go on a date with him, I had to get a fireworks license. So I did that. We do the Reds games with Rosie's, so it enables us to kind of be a part of that network. And Rosie's is the same company that does Red Rhythm and Boom, so it allows us to kind of be a part of those really fun events. A typical night on the fireworks site, if we have a show that is a standalone like a 4th of July, where it's going to happen in a community where they wouldn't normally have a fireworks show every day, we have to build the racks, and so we use 2x4s and different kinds of wood and lumber to build the actual racks. And then there are tubes. They are fiberglass that we put inside the racks, and then we will take the product gets delivered, so that would be like your actual fireworks itself, and it gets delivered to the site the day of. It comes in boxes, it comes in a specially marked truck, so they have like a placard on it that says that they're high explosives. And then once we make sure everything is good to go, then we sit around and wait till it gets dark. And then when it's time to fire the show, we just push the buttons as we're supposed to push them, and a fireworks show happens.
Rarely do we come across a teacher with a risky hobby like pyrotechnics, but Katie Hayward sure proves that any teacher can have fun. I'm Jackson Ebel, NBC News.
Putting on shows and entertaining people with your friends and family must be so amazing.
You're right, and it must bring them super close together as a family.
Well, another group that loves to put on shows and is super close is the Comet Skippers.
Oh my gosh, I love seeing them perform at the pep rally and other events, and you can tell there's a lot of love and trust there.
Yeah, you're right. Well, Kelly Bang sat down with the Comet Skippers to see what makes them such a great family to be a part of.
A favorite childhood activity taken worldwide. Mason's own jump rope team has taken the sport to a whole new level. Coach Hill allowed us to come take a look into what it really means to be a Comet Skipper.
The team has changed a lot in 15 years. We've grown from 22 jumpers to 75, and we also have about a dozen college-age kids jumping now. So we've grown a lot, and also our reach. We go to many countries. We go all over the U.S., teaching and growing other teams. So I'd say we've grown a ton, and our outreach is a lot further. I think my biggest accomplishment is really taking care of these kids. Our team started, like you said, 15 years ago, and the coaches who started the team retired about 5 years ago, and I was assisting at the time, but now I'm head coach, and just taking care of this great team that they started. So I think my biggest accomplishment is carrying on the great tradition of the Comet Skippers, and also loving and helping raise all these kids. We call ourselves a big family because that's really what we are. We have kids who have been jumping for 10, 12, 15 years. So we really do kind of help them grow up, and we feel like we're a family.
Coach Hill has been working for many years with senior jumper Michelle Crispin, who has enjoyed the travel and exposure to jumpers from other countries.
To be able to work with my family and to work for a common goal and to be able to travel to so many different places is super rewarding, and to experience a bunch of different cultures too. So Bermuda is a very different environment from Germany, same from here. So it's really cool to be able to get to learn about all of their different cultures and environments and the amazing people that they are. And it's also given me a lot of leadership skills that I didn't know I would have had beforehand. So to be able to take charge of a big group and not be nervous about it is really rewarding and really awesome. My biggest accomplishment would probably be to make it to Grands at in Florida, which is the World Championship. And I made it for my singles, which is pretty cool, and I placed about 8th out of the whole world, which is really cool. And it was like really rewarding experience to be able to be up there with like some of the best jump ropers in the world.
Another leader, Quinn Robinson, has worked countless hours to perfect his skills and put herself in a position where she can now teach younger athletes.
Learning new tricks is really cool. It's definitely a big relief, and you feel really excited when you get a new trick because sometimes it takes a really long time to get a new one. And it's also really rewarding to watch a younger kid get a new trick because their faces light up and they're so excited. I think my biggest accomplishment in jump rope is just getting to travel and teach younger kids. I think that's a really big responsibility, and I think being trusted with groups of kids to teach them, I think, is a really big accomplishment for me. When I first started jump roping, I did not think I would have the opportunities I have now. Like, when I was younger, watching my siblings jump, like, it was just, I just thought it was cool. I thought it looked cool. I didn't think it was going to be something where I'd be getting to travel to other countries and teach all these little kids and, like, gain so many life skills.
After 15 years of dedication and determination, the Comet Skippers have come a long way and continue to impress MHS and the rest of the world. I'm Kelly Bangs, MBC News.
You can really tell that the skippers love what they do and who they do it with because they always have smiles on their faces.
You're right, and it's always great to see a smiling face.
Well, students here at MHS have a lot of different reasons to smile. You've probably seen some of those reasons scrolling through Twitter.
Well, teacher Bud Strudolph has made it his goal to capture all the smiles at MHS.
Riley Malloy has a story.
Smiles. Some say they're contagious. If that's the case, then teacher Bud Strudolph's Twitter is very contagious, full of the smiling faces of Mason as a part of his 360 Smiles initiative.
So the ultimate idea was to kind of come up with a way to capture like little things throughout the day that make people happy, because as we kind of know here, it's kind of a high pressure situation in high school and you have a lot of things going on. I think a lot of times people get caught up in all the things they have to do and they get stressed out, and so it was just try to come up with like a quick little way to recognize that there are little things every day that are worth smiling about. Kind of for selfish reasons, I like to get to know people, and I work with small segments of the student population, and so it's kind of nice to pop into classrooms of teachers that I haven't met before, since this is only my second year here, and then also to meet students, and I think it's just kind of just as an opportunity to get out there and capture those little moments, and it's nothing, life-changing or, anything that's necessarily, got to be something special. It's just kind of finding little things throughout the day.
Every day, Strudolph will find a new smile and a new reason behind that smile, hoping to make everyone's day just a little bit brighter. Keep those smiles coming, MHS. I'm Riley Malloy, MBC News.
The Comet Zone at Mason High School. We have all your spirit needs. From your classic black hole t-shirts to your favorite and most popular comfort tees. Pick up some trendy Comet accessories, required classroom novels, and Mason Comet novelties. The Comet Zone can also create custom gear for your team, club, or organization. The Comet Zone. Get in the zone.
Most students at MHS are required to take an American history course, but how many of them actually retain that information?
I'm not even sure if I remember anything from American history, but there are some things that people should still know.
That's a good point. I actually saw Darius Kaskin testing some students in the hall's American history knowledge.
Well, let's see if some of these MHS students can pass an American citizenship test.
With elections happening literally next week, I hit the halls to see if MHS students can handle answering a few questions from our country's citizenship test. What number president was Benjamin Franklin?
79.
What number president was Benjamin Franklin?
Benjamin Franklin was never a president.
Good job, good job. I have hope. Who is the 46th president of the United States of America?
D. Trump? Is it like Ronald Reagan, Barack Obama?
Oh. Kanye 2020, yeah.
Isn't Donald Trump the 48th president?
Kanye West?
Barack Obama.
What is the supreme law of the land?
That is a good question. I have no idea.
What do we celebrate on July 4th?
Independence Day.
Good job! Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Loppy?
John F. Kennedy. No, I think it's George Washington.
What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme Court.
What is the highest court in the United States?
The Supreme
Court.
Wow, look at these guys. How many justices are in the Supreme Court?
Isn't that 50?
Nine.
Nine. What are the first 3 words of the U.S. Constitution?
I have no clue.
You have no clue? She has no clue.
For the people.
USA.
Oh, we the people.
We the people. Good job. I have faith, guys. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
She wrote Harry Potter.
Fought for women's suffrages.
There's hope for some of you at MHS, but let's just say I'm a little concerned about a few in the land of the free and the home of the brave. I'm Darius Gaskin, NBC News.
It's that time of year where fall sports are coming to an end.
There's been so many memorable moments this season.
From winning GMCs to having senior nights, our whole school has come together to cheer on our Comets.
Let's go over to Riley Malloy and Riley Johansson to see what went on this fall.
I got that California.
What's up, Comet Country?
And welcome to the October edition of MBC Sports.
Riley and I are back and bringing you the latest and greatest in fall sports.
The fall season's coming to a close, but there's still a lot of opportunities to be taken up by Mason's athletes.
Yeah, like the Mason Middle School student that did not let her disability hold her back when she got the chance to cheer on her fellow Comets.
Let's check in with Anna Kanazowitz, who captured the heartwarming moment that Katie Miche got to cheer her heart out on the field.
The gift of a game. A literal birthday gift that's giving 7th grader Katie Miche the chance to do something that anyone else may take for granted. Friends, family, and teachers are all here tonight to support Katie for her big moment.
Katie has cerebral palsy and a seizure disorder, and we're so thrilled today that she's getting, she's able to cheer with her friend Claire and the other girls, and they've been wonderful because this is not something that she would normally be able to do, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity and experience for her, and we're so thankful that they've asked her to do this, and she's just having so much fun. It's wonderful. It's really great to see.
After moving from Tennessee in 2014, Katie quickly became friends with middle school cheerleader Claire Bainsinger. Thanks to Claire, Katie is able to be an honorary Mason cheerleader tonight.
On Katie's birthday, she was having a birthday party, and we decided to get her poms and a bow and a uniform so she could cheer at her last game with us. She was really excited when she found out.
We're super excited to have Katie cheer with us today. Katie let one of our 7th grade cheerleaders know that it would be a dream of hers to be able to be a cheerleader. So for her birthday a couple weeks ago, we made that come true.
Katie just makes everyone appreciate just life a little bit more. She's so happy to be here. She's all smiles today, and I think it just makes not only the girls but everyone watching just a little more appreciative of what they do, and we're so excited to have her here.
I've been Katie's caregiver for about 5 years now. I'm going on 5 years. I met her in water therapy, and immediately we just had this great connection, and so I started being her caregiver. I work with her every summer. She's more like my little sister than anything, and I'm her big sister. That's what we call each other. So we're like family, so being able to see her on this field and being with her friends and that smile is incredible, and I know she will be talking about this for the rest of her life.
It was a special night here at Atrium Stadium for this not-so-ordinary middle school football game. The admiration and awe on the faces of everyone in the stands was evident when watching Katie not let any limitations hold her back. I'm Anna Kanazowitz,
MBC Sports! That's so great. I always love seeing those stories where we get to see our own students lifting each other up.
Yeah, the power of teamwork is incredible, and it's always great to see teammates working together to make the most of the opportunities they're given.
Yeah, like can you imagine the teamwork that it took for 6 of our MHS teams to win the GMC title?
I know. Abby Miller went behind the scenes to see all the hard work and preparations that allowed the Comets to be so successful this season.
It's championship season here at MHS, with the fall sports wrapping up and moving into the postseason. All of the hard work that was put into the regular season has left 6 out of the 9 teams walking away as GMC champions. Through countless hours of practice, dedication, and commitment, the success of these teams have been shaped by some tremendous athletes.
So it felt really good to win GMCs because we lost a lot of talent last year, but a lot of girls have stepped up and filled those roles, so it was really good to win. I think we have a lot of leadership this year, and that's helped everyone be confident in each other and trust each other, which also helped.
One of our main goals this year was winning GMCs, and I think we all knew that we had a chance of winning this year. And it was just nice to see all of our hard work paying off, and when we did win, it was just so exciting, and it was definitely really memorable.
Winning GMCs for Mason Girls Soccer was insane because we haven't won it in like 3 or 4 years, I think. And last year we were really close. It came down to the last game against Fairfield. And this year we were able to secure the GMC before the Fairfield game, but being able to beat Fairfield was like amazing revenge from last year. And going 9-0 in the GMC is also a really big feat, so it was just so exciting, especially for all the seniors on the team.
On top of the volleyball, golf, and soccer team winning conference championships, there are also 3 more teams who have won the title.
Some qualities that help us be so successful is just we're all very hardworking. No matter what the workout, no matter what the run, we're always going to try our hardest because we know what we want to accomplish. We're very driven and focused, and I think this kind of like sets us aside because we know what goals we want to accomplish. We know where we want to be at the end of the season. So we always have this in our mind, and it just helps propel us through like any meet or practice or anything we'll do.
Well, everyone's just really supportive of one another, and we have a really close bond. We've known each other forever, and it really just helps bring success to the team. It feels amazing to go to state for my 3rd year in a row.
It was a great feeling winning the GMC. We started off losing a few games at home. That was disappointing, but we picked up near the end of the season, so I was very happy to get the title. Looking forward to this postseason. It was a great feeling to win the GMC, but this is a new part of our season, one of the biggest parts of our season, so we really need to focus in on that.
Whatever sports team it may be, if it's at Mason High School, I can bet that it's filled with dedicated and hardworking athletes that will do anything to bring home the trophy. I'm Abby Miller, MBC Sports.
It's great to see all of our fall sports dominating, some even competing in the postseason after an already great season.
And what an amazing way to close out the last fall season for our senior Comets.
Yeah, and there have always been those parents along the way, the obnoxious ones.
Yeah, but there's also the ones that have been there for every single game, and these cheerleaders are giving their dads a chance to shine on the field.
After years of cheering for their daughters up in the stands, the cheerleaders are giving their dads a chance to cheer alongside them on senior night. Hafsa Malik has the story.
There are many traditions that take place at senior night during the fall sports season. One of the most entertaining is Dad's Night with the senior cheerleaders. On this night, the dads get to come down from their seats in the stands to cheer with their little girls. For the cheerleaders, this is one of the most memorable nights as a cheerleader for the Mason Comets.
So this is a tradition that I've been waiting to do ever since I was in the 2nd grade when I started youth cheer, and he's really excited to dance at halftime.
I'm ready. She's awesome.
Dads who have been watching their daughters cheer are enjoying this chance to finally show their spirit.
Really good to have my dad on the field tonight. I'm so excited to cheer with him.
All the hard work that she puts in all through these years, I'm just happy to be here with her tonight. It definitely feels great cheering next to her. This is our last quarter, and it's so much different being engaged with her during the game rather than sitting in the stands and watching the game.
After years of watching their daughters cheer, from Saturday morning Pee Wee football, middle school games, and to now, their final games of their senior year, this moment has become one of the highlights for the senior cheerleaders and their biggest fan, their dads. I'm Hafsa Malik, MBC Sports.
Hello and welcome back to Game Swap. Today I'm here with Maggie King, varsity volleyball player, and Cameron Madden, varsity golf player, who are going to switch spots and put their knowledge of different sports to the test.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
What scares you the most about going up against Maggie King?
I feel like she probably spikes it pretty hard, so I'm going to try not to get hit in the face or anything.
Okay, so pressure's kind of up right now. You just got hit in the face. Can you see okay now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright, maybe you'll redeem yourself by actually being able to hit the ball. I mean, you do golf, so you should have a pretty good arm. But I don't know, I guess we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give us your best set. That was pretty good. Up, and over. In the net.
Now we're off to the golf course with Maggie King.
Skill, 15% concentrated power of will.
So often, Maggie, people tend to swing and miss their golf ball. Do you think that that's going to be a challenge for you today?
Probably. It'll take a few times.
3 strikes and you're out.
ball.
Shake it all out, get rid of that nervous energy. There you go. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Knows that means, but that's okay. And guess what, everybody? She got it in 38 shots. Sorry, I can't do math. 38 shots, she did it.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Game Swap. Don't forget to tweet out to us to let us know who you want to see next. We hope to see you next time. I'm Lana Sacker, MBC Sports.
Looks like a lot went on this fall season for sports.
There certainly has been. Well, that's it for this edition of MBC News.
So much hard work goes into this broadcast, and we could not do it without our fantastic crew.
From everybody in front of and behind the camera, I'm Simone Scott.
I'm Douglas Artemensa.
Today's broadcast was brought to you in part by the Comet Zone. The Comet Zone can help your group or club with custom apparel. The Comet Zone. Get in the zone.